Hello and welcome to Race Talk F1. I was going to say another episode, but it's not just any episode. It's the first episode of the 2026 Formula One season, one we've been waiting for. My name is J-Nox, aka J-Nox to the world.
And your boy Javier.
Absolutely vibing and exciting to be here and do this, man. We've been waiting for this season to start. It feels like forever.
3 months, 91 days or something like
that. Not that we're specific or anything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been a little bit of a wait. It's been highly anticipated. A season where loads of regulations have changed. The cars are smaller, lighter. We're expecting more overtaking. Sorry, they're meant to be cleaner as well.
Cleaner. Net zero.
It's meant to be one of the most exciting seasons.
New teams, new drivers,
loads,
new rookies.
Loads. It's all
loving
happening.
It. Feeling electric, Jay, today.
Not too electric.
I'm charged up.
Loads of battery power. Speaking of which, I plug this
Duracells. But yeah, we're back. We're bigger. We're better. We're back in Box Park.
Aye.
Obviously, there was an announcement from you the other day.
Absolutely. Listen, it's really exciting that Box Park are going to be at Silverstone this year. 2026 season's going to be even better than ever before because not only am I back at Silverstone for the third year, but this time not just presenting for Silverstone, literally bringing Box Park with us to the inner track, 5,000 capacity grandstand.
Absolutely insane, you know.
Insane.
Night at the darts as well is coming. It's going to be ridiculous.
Box Park are going. We've got Andy P and Martin Too Smooth as well joining us at Box Park at Silverstone. It's really going to be crazy. Really, really exciting. So loads to look forward to in this 24 race season.
I think so.
Unless it's going to be 22.
Because of the shortages, yeah.
So if we
find out.
Don't have Bahrain and we don't have Saudi, it actually means we're going to have like the season start in March. We've got the Chinese Grand Prix coming up. We're going to have no racing in April.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then back in May. Do you know what? For me, that when you look at the results for this weekend, which we'll get into, for me, this is like an intense testing for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then it gives the likes of McLaren and, Aston Martin.
Snap.
The chance to really do some much.
Newey needs that month, boy, because his reputation right now is in the. Obviously, I think it's more of a Honda thing than a Newey thing.
Yeah.
But for an average fan, if you don't really look into things, you're just thinking, man, Newey's supposed to be a genius.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be first place now. What's going on?
Aston mess, really.
Oh, bro.
But before this weekend started, we were already told by the Aston Martin team that it's not gonna go well. I've never seen a Formula One situation where they plan or tell you in advance we're not finishing the race.
It's unheard of. It's actually unheard of. And then they said nerve damage in the hands of the drivers. Permanent nerve damage.
I do feel like they went into a bit too much detail.
Yeah.
They said, Alonso reckons he can only do 25 laps without risking permanent nerve damage.
Like, what are we doing here, innit?
Stroll reckons he can only do 15. like why? Like, that bit was unnecessary to me.
That bit was because now you're saying Alonso is harder than Stroll.
You could have just said, our drivers don't think that they can sustain through the whole race.
Yeah, so
why you got to say, Alonso said he could do 25, Stroll can only do 15.
I think it's protecting him against a lawsuit or something.
Bro, guess what? Guess what? Stroll finished the race.
He did. I don't know how he done it.
Stroll finished the race, bro.
And Alonso DNF'd.
I
know we're jumping the gun, but
honestly, that was a bit of a. I feel like Stroll may have permanent nerve damage to his hands. I don't know. Like, how did he keep going? Maybe things did get fixed, but
what was the point?
I think it was to prove a point because when they came out and they said, basically, Alonso's better than Stroll. Public.
Yeah.
It was rude and it was unnecessary. But there's a lot of unnecessary things that have occurred over the course of the weekend. That was my little take on one thing in particular. But how did you consume the race? Did you watch it live? Did you watch it back? It was an early morning. I think it was 5:30 in the morning for qualifying, 4 a.m. for lights out on race day. What did you watch?
I watched this all on replay. I know there's going to be a lot of haters out there that say you got to wake up, you got to watch it live, blah, 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 blah.
You got to wake up, you got to watch it live.
You got to be at F1 arcade like you.
That's right.
It's not for me, bro.
Hey, listen.
I personally can't do it. I value my sleep way too much. Like way too much. And yeah, if I do it, I'll be watching the race with sleepy eyes. I won't focus. So it's better for me to just rewatch it at my own leisure with a nice cup of tea on the sofa.
Usually, that's like me. Like I'm in the club at the time of the races. And it was very close this time. It was very close. But yeah, no, I got up on Saturday morning, watched qualifying live.
Nice.
Like from the comfort of my own home.
Nice.
Believe me. And that was interesting. That was good. I was glad to be on top of that. And then I was out with Six Nations rugby on Saturday afternoon, went straight to Box Park Shoreditch,
Sick.
DJ'd there, and then went straight from there to F1 Arcade. I got to F1 Arcade about 2:30 in the morning, right? Vibe was, well, there was a queue at 2:30. It was 2:30 I got there. There was a queue.
That's insane.
I was like, this is mad. Doors are opening, I think, just before 3. People flooded in at 3 a.m. There was about 500 people in F1 Arcade for lights
That
out
is
at 4 a.m.
insane. That is insane. What a vibe that must have been.
What a
It
vibe.
just shows the excitement that this Formula One season's got behind it. That many people have woken up, gone to St. Paul's.
I saw the social media clips from Birmingham. There was a big queue in Birmingham as well. Like, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
Like, watching this race with other people who are just as excited about the season starting as you are. It's like
a vibe.
different vibe. And they do like a season pass thing as well at F1 Arcade. So there's people that will be at every single race through the season. So it's like, it's not quite nice. You get to know those faces, and then there's an area for those people. And then it's just like a room full of people. People travel from all over. People are up from Peterborough, from Cornwall, from all sorts, to make sure they're in a room with other people that are excited about their Formula One season
Yeah,
starting.
that's really
So it's
cool.
good.
That's really cool. It's a good place to watch it, to be fair. It's just good, innit?
100%. Key points for me coming into this weekend was the fact that last year Australia was a mess. The rain made that race an absolute mess. And I couldn't take that happening this year with new cars and new regulations. I thought it would be too much. So thankfully, it looked like a dry weekend the whole weekend.
Yeah.
That was the,
That was
number
the
one
main
for me.
takeaway for you, yeah.
Number two was the Audi looks sick, bruv.
The Audi does look clean. And I like an Audi in it.
You like an Audi?
I like an Audi.
Anyway.
The Audi looks clean. The
Audi
colour
looks
on it,
sick.
just everything about it, bro.
Just as that was going through my mind.
Is that your favourite livery then for
yeah,
this year?
I think it is, man. Maybe just because it's new.
Fairs.
You know, maybe that's what I've got. Maybe it's a novelty for me. Maybe I won't be feeling so excited about it next year. But I'm more, if you just take that and compare it with Cadillac, I'm more excited about that Audi livery than I am about the Cadillacs. A lot of the others are cool in that, but they've got a lot of similarities to what we've seen before. So I think it takes some excitement. Like if you remember last year, don't want to do too much references to last year because it was F175.
Yes.
But we were at the O2 for the big launch of all the livery, and Jack Whitehall comes out and he goes, only Formula One, where do they hire the O2 to reveal all the cars looking exactly the same as they did the year before? And I was like, it's kind of
got a point
got a point to a degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had clips of like Lando saying, look, the Ferrari looks like the same, except they spilt yogurt over it. There's more white over the top of it. Like, this is what it was.
McLaren can't talk, bro.
McLaren can't talk.
It's just the Google orange car every year.
It's not
clean.
orange, it's papaya.
Papaya, sorry guys, papaya.
But it was all of that, right? But Audi's obviously fresh. And I just think it looks good. And
does
then
look good.
there was an ad break, and it was Audi sponsors F1 on
Yeah. They're putting big money behind it.
They've gone all in this year. They've gone all in. Vorsprung durch Technik.
Yeah. And you know what? It's getting places. Because even this morning, before coming to film the pod, I've seen
You're an auto
absolute...
trader.
No, not this time.
Audis.
I do that every day. RS5. But I literally saw a Volkswagen rain cover over an absolute regular traffic car in the morning. And it's just getting places. Man, the marketing is doing its thing.
That's what it is. So let's talk about it, man. Qualifying. Oh my gosh. It was the first time we were seeing them go out in this competitive space. And we were well, I kind of knew the rough sort of timings that these lot could do, 118, 119 around this track. That's what we're kind of looking for. In Q1, I think it was like a lot of 120s, and obviously they're getting used to things, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But what was quite clear is that the Ferraris were good, just like we saw in testing. The Mercedes were good. Like, there were no mad surprises, to be honest, except seeing Carlos Sainz at 21st. I was like, what? And I was like, because I'm so used to 20 cars in a race.
Yeah. I mean, Max spinning out was a big surprise for me in Q1. Did not expect that. First race of the season, Max back again.
Yeah.
See him going out in Q1 into the wall.
Yeah.
It's like, what? And because I think when you watched it, he just hit the wall. Like, you saw him go across the gravel, hit the wall. You don't know what happened at first until the replay. Thinking, what? That can't be Max's car. That's got to be someone else. That's got to be someone else. And it turned out to be Max. And then they showed the replay. His rear axle just locked up. Almost looked like he just pulled up the handbrake in his car, went spinning. Turns out there was a car electrical issue that caused the car to spin out.
Too much electric in cars these days, bro.
Bare electrics, bro. And it's like...
It's a lot.
And I think it's something like with the software made the electricals mess up. And you're thinking, software in the... What? It's a lot. But yeah, so... that caused Max to go out in Q1, which obviously he weren't very happy about.
Of course, and it just meant that like someone who a favourite of the season is now like what we can see that it's not almost going to be a fair like a comparison at the front of like the top 3-4 drivers that you're expecting
This is it.
to be thrashing it out at the top of the grid. We're not going to get that this week
because of the new regulations. You're now thinking, oh, if Red Bull ain't got it right, and they've got issues on qualifying one, what's going to happen to everybody else?
Now, this electric thing, I mean, I've heard all sorts of stories about, and I think there's a lot of speculation still about exactly what's caused these problems and stuff, because like you're saying, software and it's done this, it's done that. The reality is, Oscar, he spun out on the way to the track. Like, he qualified and everything. He spun out on the way to the track on race day, right? And like, I heard bits and pieces about Red Bull and bits and pieces about, Oscar. Well, Oscar says I had an extra 100 kilowatts of power that I wasn't expecting at that moment. This electrical thing has got people a little bit, well, they're still working it out, but I think there are a few little mishaps that we're gonna see, because when you just give man that mad boost when they're not expecting it. Have you ever played Mario Karts and that? And
I mean, this
accidentally
is
tripped the boost when you weren't meant to.
Yeah.
Like, it can send you into a wall, bro.
It can, and that's what all the drivers would say. I think all of them referred to it as Mario Kart this weekend.
What a weekend.
Which is quite funny. But, like, if I was doing that, I'd actually quite like it. Like,
really?
if I was
What if you
referring
ended
to
up
a
in a
race if I was referring to a race as Mario Kart, I've had a good time. So I think they need to, if they're not enjoying it, they do need to find a new word. Because you tell me a race is like Mario Kart, I'm here for it.
Well, I liked it, like, because we'll get into the race, but for me, it was a bit more entertaining. There's more for us. Look, ultimately, this is about us as fans of the sport. Like, they introduced sprint weekends for us as fans of the sport, so we can see more racing over a weekend, so we can see more action, dotted throughout the season. That's what it's about. And if that's what we've got this weekend, then the new regulations are a win.
Yeah.
Overall, that's my takeaway from this whole thing. And like the race was cool, man. I enjoyed it perhaps more. But yeah, in qualifying, going back to qualifying, just to kind of talk about that, I thought Bortoleto was a key one for me. I thought he was working really, really hard. Qualified P10, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, P10. So he made it into Q3, but his car got stuck in the pit lane at the end of Q2 when they all went in.
Caused a madness. Caused a delay to the beginning of Q3.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
To just out-qualify your teammate by one place. But one makes it into Q3 and the other doesn't.
And it was by 0.082.
Any other part apart from not 15, 16, 16, 17th now, but any other part, you would just be next to your teammate in it.
Yeah.
When one makes it into the whole nother section of qualifying, it must feel pretty when you're the more experienced driver as well.
Oh, it hurts hard. 0.082. You can't even fathom how quick that is, right?
Upset.
And you know he's thinking, because he turned a corner at the end of last season with his qualifying, Hulkenberg did, I think. Because he started off, the qualifying was terrible, sort of like first half of the season, maybe even the first 2/3, and he sort of turned a corner. So I think he would have wanted to start the season beating his teammate on a high. But I think the timings are so close that you can't really be mad at it.
Yeah, no, it's true. Both Alpines were out in Q2. Albon was going through the grass. Upset me a little bit because back end of last season, I've been saying I think Williams might well be ones to watch this season.
Sainz was doing the business.
Just wasn't what I expected of them. I thought we'd get a little bit more from them. I kind of thought we'd see them right up top from early on.
I mean, with Mercedes, obviously we're jumping ahead, but Mercedes qualified 1 and 2. Williams has got a Mercedes engine. I thought Mercedes looked quick. So all through testing, everyone knew Mercedes was going to be quick. So you think Williams might have this as well. They just didn't have the same pace, did they?
Just wasn't this pace thing. And again, we're talking about fractions of seconds here, but they all matter. They all really do. Q3 carried on. Eventually, once we got rid of, was it Bortoletto's car? So we knew he was going to be P10. The racing balls were not straight out. It's like they were watching to see what was going on. So now we started to see a bit of strategy, a little bit of gameplay, and a little bit of work on over here. Because in Q2, I think it looked like all the cars were like evenly spaced around the track. It was like the perfect like spacing for good qualifying. Like no one getting in no one's way. And now you start to see people, what are you going to do? Back them up, not get your time. Like what's going on? But yeah. That's what it was. Kimi was off into the gravel, into the runoff area. We saw that little errors, but not into a wall.
Yeah.
So
thankfully.
It's just mad. Sometimes it's luck of the draw where you come off in it.
And he took provisional pole after that, with 1 minute to go.
What a guy!
Yeah, provisional pole, and then George went and stole it away from him.
Yeah. I hear it. Front row lockout.
Front row lockout
for the Mercedes. Like they were looking like the whole weekend.
Yeah,
they've been looking.
Mercedes of old, innit? They're back.
Somebody said that they were sandbagging over practice. Toto, who features a lot this weekend, he was out there saying, bro, we can't sandbag in it. Like we don't even know what we're playing with.
Yeah.
And I kind of believe him. I find Toto quite honest in like his interviews. I think he'll just not tell you stuff if he doesn't want to tell you.
Yeah.
But I think he was quite honest. Like I believe you can't really I think you can only cheat yourself to a degree if you don't really flex in practice. Even you don't know what you're dealing with. You can only do so much in a simulator and in a factory. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, they were definitely sandbagging, bro.
You reckon?
Yeah, they were definitely sandbagging. Toto is a master of disguise.
Yeah, he's got me still.
He's a master. He's a master of disguise. He knew, and that team knew exactly what they were doing. Because George's face the whole weekend, and Toto's face the whole weekend was, we know we've got a rocket ship.
Yeah.
We know. I've even seen engineers on Instagram and stuff. They know they had a rocket ship ready to go.
Yeah, but did they know that they could be ahead by a whole second? That's the bit I don't know. I know that they were confident.
Probably not.
But I thought I think that Toto thought he was really going to be competing with the McLarens.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Especially with the same engine.
Right. Like, I think he really thought, okay, cool. I think we've got this. Like, I'm quietly confident. But a second ahead is wild.
Do you think this is where Mercedes, obviously being the engine providers, do they get a bit of extra time because they know what's coming up with the engine to be able to develop certain aero that the other Mercedes teams can't?
I've always wondered this, but I don't know. I think if it was that simple, then other teams would be like screaming about it a little bit more. I think there's got to be a part of it that makes it really, really fair. But who knows, man? Who knows? But we've seen this. Sometimes teams just get it right. Last season, McLaren just got it right. It doesn't matter who their engine... They just... The combination of everything got it right. Look, Lewis was saying in Q1, the medium tyre was ideal. He was flying. He led at points in Q1. Come Q3, I'm not saying he's nowhere to be seen, but he qualified P7.
Seven.
Right, and it was not that it was slow, but he just said it wasn't. Q2 and Q3, he just said it weren't it. So there's sometimes it's combinations of things that come together. The medium tire, maybe on a colder track, perhaps, with the Ferrari setup, just worked.
Yeah.
As other people got more comfortable, like it got worse. Last season, you saw Ferraris were better on long runs. Like come towards the end of the race, it's like Lewis was coming into his own. Lighter fuel loads, whatever. I don't know, but it just seemed to work for him.
Yeah,
and I just think that right now Ferrari seems to have got a good balance of everything.
Got a good car. Got a very good car.
One to watch.
Very good car.
One to watch.
But you can see the confidence in the drivers. I think they believe a bit more this season.
Do you think that's just because? Do you think that's just hope? Do you think that's just because last season was such an awful one for Ferrari?
No, they got a good car to start the season, I think. It looks, like you said, well balanced. It's fast. I think potentially on different tracks it might be as fast, if not faster, than the Mercedes. I think it's a good car. And obviously they've probably worked behind the scenes. They know what they're working with. They've given feedback to the team. Maybe the team started listening to them. Who knows? But they look more confident to me.
They do.
This season.
Yeah.
And big up Red Bull. Obviously they've left Honda now.
Yes, maybe the decision of the season, bro.
So everyone was sort of, oh, you're going to go and develop your own engine. That can't be very good. Like, just stay with Honda. Nope. the engine Honda developed for Aston Martin. And Red Bull is just
Tractor
flying.
engine, boy. Hey, the Aston Martin tractor.
So I think they said Honda didn't take a lot of the engineers with them that developed the Red Bull engine previously. So it's a lot of new engine developers that are actually working, interns and that, bro. Whereas Red Bull, they got a serious team and put Isaac Hadjar qualifying third.
I big up Isaac
race.
Hadjar, man.
His first race for Red Bull. Absolutely destroyed all them second seat allegations. First race in Red Bull, he's beaten Max Verstappen. You can't ask for more than that from him.
And not even just Max Verstappen, like half the field, more than half the field. Like he really put in a drive. Honourable shout out to him. 16 Q3 appearances last season.
Mental in a racing ball.
In a racing ball. The number 2 Red Bull that's meant to be slower, that's meant to be not as good. And literally, there's so many. I mean, we talked about Hulkenberg earlier. There's so many experienced drivers in the pack that have not made 16 or 10 appearances in Q3 through last season.
It's true.
So, like, this is major. And it just shows because a year ago, what a difference a year can make.
Right, so he spun out in the formation lap a year ago in Australia, and this year he comes back in a Red Bull, which was seen as the demotion last year, to put himself third on the grid. It's mad.
The first race of the season. And he drove well as well.
Like, just what a guy, because the turnaround, the resilience in mentality. Did you think he was going to put it third place? No. I thought Max obviously will out qualify him, and I just thought if he get like Q3, he needs to be in Q3. Is all I thought. He needs to be in the top 10, and he needs to put in a drive, and we know he's a good driver, but I also just thought it depends on the car. Maybe the Red Bull is just a fantastically fast car as well. So we'll see. Half a second slower than Kimi, but
I hear it. But if Max was driving,
what does that look like?
If he hadn't crashed, right, where do you think Max qualifies?
Third.
You think Max qualifies third? And 100%. Then Hadjar gets fourth.
100%.
Fair play.
100%.
Okay. Fair play. Arvin Lindblad was the only other person to really mention. I liked him all weekend, by the way.
He seems like a very nice guy.
Like, he's got a sick name, bro. Sick name.
He seems so cool, innit?
Half Swedish, half Indian, British driver. Youngest British driver ever in Formula One.
Yeah, mad. That's a statement. I didn't know that.
Youngest British ever in Formula One. He's 18 years old. He'll be 19 in August, I think. Absolutely loving it. And he said in his racing ball, it wasn't necessarily the plan to have 2 racing balls in Q3. I think someone will slap him for that statement.
Yeah, you know, like that.
Rav, don't go on interview saying that stuff.
Head of Red Bull is thinking, hey, what?
Hey, shut up, Rav. Like, on a real, like, I'm very, very, very pleased because again, and I think this is the thing that we get with young drivers and more honest, like more like rookie drivers, more honesty, like straight. He's telling us what it is. I love that.
I do love it. Less media training. They're just full on bants. Like, they just got jokes for days.
And skill, like, because. Like, don't tell me, like, it doesn't matter what he says. At the end of the day, there were two racing balls in Q3. At the end of the day, he did drive brilliantly well. And during the race, he did go wheel to wheel with a Red Bull.
He did.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Arvid Lindblad. Hey, listen. For me, he's somebody who I think is a future championship winner.
Fairs.
Like, I don't know what it is. I just feel it.
So, Arvid or Isaac? You put them both in a Red Bull. Who's winning the championship?
I'm going to go Arvid. I haven't seen enough of him to make a full judgment based on their driving, but just from the little that I know and a little bit of a hunch, just my gut, I'm going to go Arvid. And that is taking nothing away from Isaac because I think Isaac is absolutely insanely talented. But I don't know, I just got this feeling. Like, Arvid has this mad, quiet confidence. Like, this relaxed, but also he's just got it. Like, he doesn't strike me as your typical Red Bull driver either. But I think I think he's just got it. I just think he's got it. And I'm going to put this out there as well. He's a future championship winner, but I don't think it's with Red Bull.
Fair enough. Cool. Let's see.
I don't know why my gut's telling me maybe McLaren, but I just think he wins a championship in the future. But I just don't think it's with Red Bull. And you know, when
watch this space.
He came up on Lewis, and Lewis has been racing for 20 years this year. So like, it could be at any point in the next couple decades, but I'm just putting it out there from now. You get me? Watch this back. Run this back.
Clip that.
Save this. You know what I'm saying? The actual race, you watched it from the comfort of your own home, watched it back. Did you avoid all the headlines? Did you avoid all the news before you watched it?
Yeah, I just don't turn on my phone and wake up, put the race on.
Rate it.
That's me.
I rate that. Can't do that. I'll be on my phone immediately, but that's just me. But I'd obviously watched it live. Really enjoyed watching this. F1 Arcade kicked off. Lights out, away we go. And it was a mad first lap. I predicted how I thought this was going to go. The start is going to be, it was always going to be like quite exciting for me because I thought this is just new. It's just new for everyone. And I just felt like Charles Leclerc was going to do really, really well.
Well, this is it. We saw in, practice and sort of testing, the Ferraris practicing their starts. And I think there was one specific clip of Lewis doing it. And he went from like 7th place to 1st during testing. And everyone knew Ferrari don't even need to qualify high because their starts are mad.
So maybe this is going to be a thing over the course of the... Where did Charles start? Didn't he start P3?
No, he was like 5th? 4th.
Right, okay. So from P4, because Isaac was... Okay, cool. So from P4, rocketed himself.
Actually rocketed.
Yeah, like when you watch that start, he really got away. And I just can't help but think maybe with these new engines and this new, like, just everything, the way these starts go, maybe pole isn't going to be everything.
Yeah.
This season. Like, just maybe not.
Well, I think some teams learned a lot. So from what I know, Kimi and George didn't have any battery to start the race. Max didn't have any battery to start the race because during the formation lap, they burnt all their battery out without realizing. So you know when drivers sort of they warm up the tires, they go quick, stop.
Yeah.
Apparently doing that and the way in which they done it and with the software and everything,
it run down the battery.
It's simulated racing scenarios and it's run out the battery.
Is this what happened?
This is what happened. So Max has got to the start. He's gone, oh, my battery's dead. And they're like, yeah, we know. Sorry, mate. You're just going to have to deal with it. I don't think George and Kimi knew that they didn't have any battery. So they've started trying to boost off the line. Cars just chugga going along. Charles goes past them. They're just like, whoa, what's going on? No battery.
Is this what happened? Who was it? Was it Lawson?
Lawson as well.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Worst star of the grid on the grid was Liam Lawson, who...
It was dangerous.
It was dangerous. Big shout out to Colapinto.
Yeah, Franco.
the avoidance driving. There's one clip that we've got to look at again, and I've watched this clip maybe 10, 11 times, and it is just literally in slow-mo of Colapinto moving this car around the racing ball, and he pulls in front of someone else, but it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Now, I watched that about 10, 11 times in super slow motion, and it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. But having to do that live,
it's mad.
Whatever mile per hour,
he doesn't see it coming either.
It's insane.
He doesn't see it. And I never want to hear anyone say he's a bad driver or he can't drive. Because those reaction times, and to be able to move the car like that, and especially now with the battery boost as well, right? Like you saw it with Oscar. You get the extra energy, car can spin out very easily. He's managed to go, he's in battery boost mode, he's swerved the car, not spun his car out, kept it all cushy. Big up him. That's driving.
Top tier driving.
That's driving. So I don't want to hear anyone ever say, you can't drive. That's driving.
Yeah. Cool. So Franco Colapinto's got a get out of jail free card.
He does.
for the rest of the season. We know that. Liam Lawson, after that, his car did pick up. I don't know do we know what caused that?
Not sure, you know.
Still don't know what caused that. Again,
probably electrics.
Just the start of this race, it was just a little bit.
It's new. It's new for everyone.
Yeah. We knew that we were going to have a bit of that. Maybe he didn't maybe he didn't get his revs up as high as he needed to. I think Scholl made some comment in an interview post-race saying the person that turns the lights out was a little bit cheeky. They did it quicker than...
quick. But that's how it should be. It's got to be random, man. Like sometimes we think you sit there for ages, someone's got to surprise them at some point. And they got surprised.
Surprised.
It went 5 red lights, boom.
Yeah, and that's just how it is. And they got a little bit more warning because it was a blue light.
Yeah.
Which came on first. I'm just thinking Amsterdam. In Amsterdam, they say avoid the blue lights, innit?
I don't know about that, bro. I never heard that.
Rumours, I've just read it on the internet somewhere. They got blue lights first, before the red lights come on.
I don't know what the red lights are either, mate.
I never heard of this. You wait till the red lights go out. Listen, the blue lights come on, and it's like it tells them to like get their revs up.
Yeah.
Before the red lights come on. It's again new, so I know that they practiced it, but you can't get it absolutely
spot on.
Yeah, you can't get absolutely spot on. But anyway,
Arvin Lindblad's start was incredible. From 9th up to 3rd, straight away. And you know what? He drove, like he has been driving for years. Or maybe he drove like he hasn't been driving for years because he just had zero fear. He just took it. He went straight off, went down he just went straight, overtook everyone. Like zero thought about it. I think someone I don't remember who it was. Someone tried to sort of close him out. This is my line. I'm not moving for you.
And in lap number 1, he ends up wheel to wheel with Isaac Hadjar.
Yeah.
Now, he holds off Hadjar and defends really, really well. Hadjar gets past eventually, maybe battery, maybe just quicker car, whatever. But what do you make of that? A Red Bull and a racing ball. I know Hadjar's technically, he's not a rookie this season, but he's still a new F1 driver. What do you reckon?
It's spicy.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Do you think someone at Red Bull upstairs is saying...
No, so Isaac's car after turn 1 had an issue straight away. So he said he knew after the first corner that his car was going to DNF that race because the whole engine sound changed after he took the first corner. So he knew that the car was going to DNF. And I think it was lap 11, his car just died out and he had to pull up on the side. So he said he knew from corner 1 that he wasn't finishing the race. And he jumped on the radio straight away when it happened as well. And they said, we know, we're looking at it. Like without even saying anything. So they've seen it straight away that there's an issue. So I think that buys him the grace of his car was broken. The electrics messed up. The Duracell battery died. Whatever it was. Maybe it's similar to what happened with Max. And sometimes you see it, right? When one car has an issue on a weekend, the other car later on in that weekend sometimes has a similar issue. So maybe that was that.
Like we knew, to be fair, with new cars and them never going through this like racing scenario, like full on racing scenario before, we were gonna see some reliability issues with some of the cars. So seeing cars just break down or not being able to go through the whole race weren't a complete surprise. I think the important thing is it happens. You get this out in the first couple races, and then you make your car as competitive as possible for the rest of the season. I think that's what's really, really important. But yeah, after lap 3, bearing in mind that we had a front row lockout by Mercedes, I'm looking at the screen and thinking, why is a Mercedes in P7?
Yep.
Has everybody had such a great start, or has Kimi had such an awful one?
Because he had no battery to start the race.
So this is what it was.
He just didn't get anywhere. So everyone's overtaken him. He's gone down to, what was it, 7th or 9th or whatever he got to. Had to overtake a couple of cars, which, I mean, fair play to him. I mean, he made the places back.
He did.
But yeah, like, it's the starts, man. And I don't know how to feel about it, I'll be honest. Like, starting a race with 0 battery, and that defines how good your start is on a race, just whether you've got battery or not. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like the old F1, or let's just take last year, for example. Maybe this is me being a bit naive, but the start of races was defined by how quick your reaction time was and how you clutch control and find the grip on the track.
Simple as
skill. Now it's reaction time plus
technology.
Is my battery better than anyone else's
Technology.
battery? And I just don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Because now I just feel like you might as well put a Toyota Yaris in the race with an Uber driver, and they might win.
Yeah, with the right amount of battery.
Like, if Toyota don't enter Formula One, bro, they're doing something wrong at this point, because their EVs are mad. Yeah. So just just get a Yaris in there.
Do you think we see a BYD team in at some point?
It won't surprise me. The rate that it's going, it won't surprise me, because
they should be in Formula E, to be fair.
They should. No, they really should.
They should be in Formula E.
They really should. All weekend, though, all I heard from the commentary team was battery, super cliffing, battery management, downshift on the straight. And I was like,
downshift on the straight is stuff you don't want to hear in Formula 1.
I don't know how I feel about it, bro.
I do. But I do hear you. But at the same time, like I said, ultimately, was it more entertaining for us as fans? And on lap 1 and 2, we saw Charles Leclerc and George Russell going at it, overtaking each other more than we would ever have seen previously.
And they swapped about like 5 times within like the first few laps.
Mario Kart style. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
this is what I want. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And when you compare that to what George was saying last season, oh, well, it's a simple, really. Whoever qualifies first wins first.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Formula One's got a bit processionary.
Yeah.
Like, bruv, if you're feeling like that, then fans are going to start feeling like that. Fans start feeling like that, but it becomes less interesting. So again, is this good or is this bad? The regulation changes have been good.
So I saw a tweet, right? I want to get your opinion on this.
Go on.
So there's a tweet that said the first laps between Leclerc and let me start that again. The first laps between Leclerc and Russell were literally artificial. One was forced to recharge while the other deployed and swapped every lap. That's why Mercedes double stacked for clean air so they could push and build a gap. Crazy how some of you are enjoying this slop. I don't get it. What do you think of that? Do you think the overtakes are artificial?
I mean, if you say they're artificial, then for me, it makes it sound like it's choreographed.
Yeah.
Like it's planned. Like it's not what it was. It's not artificial. I get what they're saying to the degree of, well, it's just what's going to happen because as one runs out, then the other overtakes and then that one runs out. But it's not artificial. It becomes a game of it's just a different game.
Yeah.
To what they played last season. It's just a different game. But it's still down to the drivers. Like, one could have not deployed and just decided to hang back a little bit, get some cleaner air, and go manage his time. We've seen this last season where a driver could go up against the other driver, but they say, no, do you know what? I'm going to manage the tyres slightly better and then go for them later in the race. Yeah. So for me, it's same but different.
Yeah, I get you.
Like it's just a different game. Like doesn't matter what happens with technology or with regulations, or it doesn't matter what we do. There's gonna be an element of this.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really matter. So I think to call it artificial and to not enjoy it, you're just thinking about it too hard. And I think sometimes with a sport like F1 where there is so much technicality in it, but sometimes you just gotta ignore some of the stuff. If you're a fan, man, just don't worry about it. Just, Just watch it for what it is. They are racing, innit? Like they're not on the same team. So as artificial as you might think it is, Ferrari are not trying to end up second on this artificial thing. You get me?
I hear it.
So they are trying to be up front, and like we're gonna see this throughout the season. We're gonna see contact. We're gonna see people DNFing off of the back of racing against. And for me, what I thought we was about to see is Charles going up against George, and through goes Hamilton.
It almost happened. And this is why I'm here for it, because every one of these overtakes leads to potential mistakes, a potential, the battery not working, so then something else happens. And that happened, what was it, on like lap 9, was it? Or something? So like George locked up on corner 1, managed to stay on track, and that's when Lewis tried to get by. And this is what it causes. If you're doing an overtake every single lap, you're going to leave that brake in a little millisecond later.
Absolutely.
Every next time to try and push it and see if you can hold off the other person. That forces mistakes, and it's just action on track. And I'm here for it. Yeah. And if Lewis got that done, is it a completely different race at this point?
Do you know what?
Ferraris look good, man.
I think it is. I mean, at the end of it all, like Lewis finished P4.
Yeah.
And he said in his post race interview, a few more laps, I would have had Charles.
Yeah.
So for me, yes, it's a different race, and also like Lewis's experience, and his defensive driving and his aggressive style. I think, he gets out there in P2 or P1. Like, I think it is a different race. But but he didn't get that chance this time. But I think we're going to see it at some point in the season.
Absolutely.
You know, George didn't get his elbows out as much as he could have done. I think Lewis does. He's just got that. And,
he's hungry this season.
And he's hungry.
Is that the Kim effect?
No, it's just where he's at. He wants that 8th on paper. He wants that... wants success as a Ferrari driver, which was so far off on during the whole of last season. So I just think it's just he's back. He's had some input in this car. He's excited for this season. I just think
there is a change of energy in his aura completely. I think even just from Instagram posts, you can just see there's a vibrance about him this year. It's good to have him back. Yeah,
he needed the break, man, from this.
He did.
Maybe he should have been on garden leave after he left Mercedes and had a proper break. But anyway.
Not
going back down that.
Isaac Hadjar's car stopped working on lap 11, like we said. Bare smoke coming out the back. VSC.
Virtual safety car.
What did you think?
I think everybody comes into the pits and nicks a free pit stop.
Absolutely. That's the done thing to do, right?
It's just what everyone does. I think Ferrari not pitting either car, big L. All I saw, I mean,
it's just funny, isn't it? Like you can't make this up. Even Lewis said at least one of us should have come in over the radio.
Now, Lewis has been a person who's quite a bit of a fan of being on a different strategy.
Yeah.
If the other driver's doing something, he's quite happy generally to do something else. But he didn't get the chance this time.
So why did Ferrari make this decision?
Why didn't Lewis just say, I'm pitting? Or Charles?
I think maybe it's the way the Ferrari hierarchy is set up, that you can't really be too much of a rebel. I don't know. Or maybe Lewis is trying to say, you're the team, I'm putting my trust in you.
Yeah,
or maybe he's also proven a point of, all right, I'm going to trust you this time, but next time, don't ask me to do nothing.
I'm telling you
because
what we're
I'm going to
doing.
reference today. And now you're listening to me throughout the rest of the season because you've proven to me you still don't know what you're doing.
But the disbelief in his voice was what done it for me. Like, it was like, what? And he's one of it. Like, surely you lot can see this is basics. Bro, if I was on the pit wall, like, I'd know what to do in it.
I had this conversation with one of my mates. I literally said, if I was Ferrari's strategist, or at least one of the strategists, all I need to do is copy whatever Red Bull do or copy whatever McLaren do, and I'll be all right. It's very simple.
And something like this, you just know what the procedure
It's just very
is.
simple.
You just know what the procedure is.
I honestly don't know what went through their minds.
Well, I'll tell you what
time.
I think went through their mind, which I did kind of rate a little bit later on in the race. Where was it? I think it was like
Lap 18?
Lap 21
Okay.
for me it was. It was after Bottas retired in lap, I think that happened lap 18. It was like lap 2021. Lewis said, my tyres are okay. And they were talking about pitting. He was like, do not double stack me.
Yeah, he was very adamant about that.
Yeah.
Do not capital letters.
Yeah, like he got it clear.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what's going on now, innit?
Yeah.
You're not double stacking. I'm not losing time. And my tyres are all right. There was a part of me that rated the strategy for Ferrari at this point because I was thinking, well, this is potentially, or it could be a one-stop race coming into it. So maybe that's just where their heads were at. Could be a one-stop race.
Yeah.
So do you know what? We're going to continue with that one stop regardless of what happens. Because what it almost ended up on them counting on is Mercedes making that stop under the VSC and maybe other teams making it and then making another stop later on in the race, which changes the strategy. And they kind of stuck to their strategy because if their tyres are going to last fine for a one-stop race, they're only going to do even better under a VSC when the speed is lower and they're taking less out of the tyres. And this was described as a low degradation, tyre degradation track anyway. So maybe they just said, we're on a one-stopper and we're going to stick to that no matter what. So I did kind of get that, but the only problem is, if that one stop then becomes like Mercedes did, took a one stop, but it was under the VSC, you're actually still better off. And you didn't give either of your cars that opportunity. So maybe if it had been a little bit earlier, they would have done it. I'm just trying to get in the head of a Ferrari race strategist at the moment.
It almost worked out because after Bottas did DNF, obviously it was another VSC, but they just missed the window to go in. They were ahead of Bottas. They were ahead of Bottas when he DNF, and obviously that was close to the. I think it was close to the pit lane.
Practically on the pit lane.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, cool. They've got another chance. This is going to work for them. They're going to be the only team that pit both their cars under the VSC.
Yeah.
Right, and then.
It got closed by the time they came back round.
Closed. Oh my gosh. That is bad luck, that is.
So if that remained open, right? Are we now saying Ferrari done the right thing? Is it just so unlucky that didn't happen, that it got closed? And now we're cussing Ferrari, but it actually was a masterstroke by them.
If we did that, I think we'd be saying they got extremely lucky.
Yeah,
because they couldn't have been counting on a safety car.
Yeah.
It's not one of those tracks, and it wasn't wet anyway. So it's not one of those tracks where you're thinking it's guaranteed safety car. We're going to get another one.
You don't think they're thinking Alonso's going to go in at some point because his nerve damage stops his hands from working, all of that kind of stuff?
No, because I just think a man will retire the car, innit? He'll just pull into the pits and retire the car. I don't think they were counting on this happening. I just think it would have been a stroke of luck if they managed to pit under this. If they managed to pit under a virtual safety car later on than Mercedes did, then they would be on fresher tyres, they'd be competing, and they'd have really, really, really...
They would have finished 1-2.
Right. That's it.
They would have finished 1-2.
But it didn't work out like that.
Yeah, and then this is what you leave yourself open to, us now cussing your strategy. And yeah...
So if they pitted the same time as Mercedes pitted in lap whatever it was, 12th, 12th lap. If they pitted when Mercedes did at that point, how does this race end up? How does this race end up? Mercedes rocket ships, you know?
Do you know what? I think Lewis might have won, you know? I genuinely think Lewis might have won. I think Lewis might have come first, George second, Charles third. Kimmy fourth.
Well, you think it would have gone like that?
Potentially. Do you know what? Kimmy might have even come third because Kimmy was flying.
Yeah, he was. Kimmy dropped all that way back and he still made his way up through the pack. Man, there's a lot of what ifs because...
Kimmy finished second, 2.9 seconds behind George, whilst having dropped all the way to, 9th at the start of the race. He drove very, very well.
He did drive well.
He drove very, very well. Obviously, George ended up first. Charles third, Lewis fourth.
Yeah.
Drove very well. And is that a one to watch? Did Kimmy drive this race better than George?
Good question. I don't know. I ain't put myself out in that. I don't know. I think, judging by George's post-race interviews, I feel like he had more in the tank, innit?
I think he did. He's a very safe driver, innit? He does what he needs to do, gets the result, and that's all that matters. He doesn't need to do anything extra.
I think if George was further back, I think if it had worked out for him that he wasn't in the position he was in, he might have been more aggressive. He might have gone for it more. We might have seen more from him. Kimi had to get it. He had to dig it out, and he really, really, really dug deep. I tell you who else who dug deep and really drove exceptionally well.
Go on.
Max. Max drove exceptionally well.
For you to say that, that's a big compliment for you to compliment Max.
Because he's come from like way back in the...
In 20th, he ended up starting on the grid.
And he's finished like, where did he finish? P6?
P6.
Yeah.
P6.
Phenomenally good drive and proof that the Red Bull is going to be a car to watch through the season. Yeah. So we've got to keep an eye on that.
So Max also won Battery Manager of the Day. Is what the people are calling it.
I mean, it's not really a title that I'll be looking for.
So he won Driver of the Day, right? Yeah. People are labeling it now Battery Manager of the Day, is what the people are labeling it. And they've told Max, so Max, you are Driver of the Day, and he goes, yes. Yes.
Sarcastic.
So sarcastic. He's like, yes. Is he regretting not moving to Mercedes when Toto Wolff was rolling out the red carpet for him last year, meeting him for holidays in wherever it was, Santorini or wherever they were?
Honestly, I think he's looking at this rocket ship thinking, what? But I don't know, because I reckon he must be driving a bit of a rocket ship himself to have made his way through the pack. So I don't know, man. I think we're going to see some stuff from him over the season. I don't think he's just sitting there thinking that. I just think he's fuming that, and he'll be more fuming with himself than anyone else for putting that car in the wall. Even if it was electrics messing up or whatever, I think he definitely rates himself as a top driver that can avoid or that can deal with a mistake like that and still do really, really well. In comparison to an Oscar Piastri, who's got way less experience and got caught out by that. So I think there's a little bit of that going.
Great drive from Max, though. He just shows once again why he is Max Verstappen. Do you know what I mean? He finished 2.5 seconds behind the world champion, the champion hotline, Lando Norris. What did you make of that?
I made that Lando wasn't having a good time, and I found the contrast between George's end of race radio message. I love this car. I love this engine. Versus Lando saying, we're driving this is the worst. This is the worst of the worst. This is the worst. This is bad. This is awful. This is, I don't know what other adjectives he used to describe how bad these changes are. He's not having a good time.
In testing, didn't Lando say something along the lines of, well, if you don't like it, you don't need to race in Formula One anymore? He did come out with one of them lines. So now it's like, Lando, you got to be careful with what you're saying, man, because you could get thrown back.
It is true. When you run that back and play that, it sounds all a little bit mad.
It does. But I have faith that McLaren will turn it around.
Yeah.
Like, they know what they're doing in it.
And if they get a month off in April...
all the changes they can bring, they'll look at that Mercedes car, see what Mercedes has done that they haven't. The changes will come in quick. And this is going to be it now. Every week, I think, we're going to see a lot of changes. Because obviously these regulations are here to stay, right? So these teams, they're not just holding off for next season's car. You got to develop all the way through. Everything's new. You've got years of development to come on this. You got to find new innovative ways to make up the time and blah, blah. I think, was it Mercedes that have got something around the battery regeneration or something, which people say makes them faster that no one else has done?
Yeah, there's something around that.
Do you know what I mean?
We're going to suss it out, though. Like McLaren, for example, will suss it out at some point during the season and they'll come back. Again, with these new regulations, we've seen something that I haven't seen in Formula One for maybe about, 10, 15 years. We've seen the drivers at the top of the pack running through and lapping most of the rest of the pack. Watching Behrman, who was in 7th, getting lapped in lap 57. I was like,
mad, innit?
how are you getting lapped and you're only P7? Like, being lapped, you really had to be at the back of the pack previously.
Yeah.
But watching that, I thought was a bit mad.
Lindblad did a really good overtake on Ollie Behrman, I thought, on lap 41. He drove round the outside of him. And it made me think, like, these young drivers, right, they're attempting moves that others wouldn't, or it's not traditional, because they've got the confidence. They've obviously raced in F2 and F3. They try different racing lines. They try different things. Is it quite cool seeing these youngsters try and,
Of course it is.
different things that the older drivers
Absolutely.
don't?
This is what made Max sick when he first came in. This is what made Lewis super sick when he first came in. Like, Lewis was young, fearless, and he was doing stuff that, we talk about Max all the time and people not liking Max. There's a lot of people didn't like Lewis because he was less traditional. There's a lot of people that thought he did stuff that was dangerous. He took some risks and he did upset some people because he was fearless. He did a lot of this early in his career, and that's how he cut his teeth, and that's how he made his name. That's how he cut through the pack and got some of those wins that he got. He had to be aggressive. That's what we've loved. It would be stupid for us to sit here and say that we don't love what Lindblad is doing and Hadjar's doing and Bortoletto, who had, come on, these lot are really, really, really banging it out.
So what do you think of Lindblad brake checking the Max Verstappen and half the grid in the pit lane? I thought that was great. He raced well against Max, innit?
He did.
For a racing ball driver, a rookie on your first race, to be battling Max, very brave.
Yeah.
And where you're saying, I don't know if he doesn't seem like a traditional Red Bull driver. That's Red Bull driver-esque.
Fair play. So on the track, on the track, that's just what we need to see, and that's right. That's those are the elements and the signs that we see of a future world champion.
Definitely, and he finished the race in 8th. Ollie Behrman 7, Bortoletto in 9. I thought they all had phenomenal races. They all drove very, very well. It was nice to see Pierre Gasly back up in 10th as well, getting a point in the Alpine. Thought that was nice. I think we don't really speak about him too much anymore, so it was quite nice to see that.
No, definitely. Who was the other one that I saw get lapped quite? I think it was
There was a few of them, man.
I think it was Stroll.
Stroll and Alonso were like 15 laps down, mate.
Bro, I know, right? Like, he might have finished the race, but he didn't do as many laps.
It was 15 laps down.
Bare laps. Like, to be honest, like, I think he got lapped in lap 20 something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, Alonso DNF'd. This is something I've never seen, and I didn't even know you could do. Alonso DNF'd on, what was it, lap 15 or 10, whatever it was. He came back out 10 laps later to carry on driving.
For real?
I did not know that was a rule in Formula One. I didn't think you could do that. I thought once you retire the car, you've retired the car.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he came. Maybe
doing back here?
Maybe he iced his hands to like make them better. I don't know. And then he DNF'd again later on.
Maybe this is because he was DNFing, but with no fault of the car. He just couldn't carry on at that moment.
Yeah.
Stroll, man, he's out here proving a point, while Alonso needed a 15-lap break. Do you know what I'm saying? No, but really and truly, maybe that is a thing. You're right. I didn't even know that was a thing.
So I thought that was mad. It's nice to see Sergio Perez
back on the
grid.
Back on the grid. Not maybe doing the whole thing. But look, Cadillac is new.
They are new.
So look, we're just gonna see what we're gonna see for the first few races. They're brand new.
They are brand new. So what did you make of this, right? So at the end of the race, so I think his race engineer or someone from Cadillac jumped on the radio to Checo. They said, P16 Checo, you made history. Very excited. Checo responds, we're hungry for aerodynamic downforce. Well done to everyone. It was good to complete the first race, but now it's time to take big steps soon. What do you make of that?
He's saying, you man, don't get too gassed, innit? I'm from Red Bull, innit? I do this race winning thing.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't good at, like, you lot might be happy, and I'm not going to take the wind out you lot's sails, but yes, I got relegated and moved up, but don't forget who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a top tier driver. I'm here to win races. Yeah. And I think that's what he's letting the rest of the Cadillac team know. I'm not here to just fill a seat, bro. I'm here to win some races. So we got to do some
that's a mentality issue for Cadillac, celebrating getting P16 and just finishing one of their cars in the race?
Yeah, I think that could well be, and that might be a problem throughout the season. You're in Formula One, like, you're here to win. You're here to be top tier. Like, kick Sauber and not like kick Sauber because they weren't doing what you need to do as a Formula One team.
Yeah.
So let's not get it twisted. You got to be really, really competitive,
100%.
and just finishing races is not it.
Because what next race, if Bottas and Checo both finish, they're going to go, you made history, guys. We completed a race.
Yeah, and maybe it's just really positive. I mean, we're taking something really like a real snippet. But I think like Perez saying that tells me what I need to know.
Yeah,
like he's straightening the team out. He's straightening the team out and saying, "Yo, don't get gassed at just making history. We need to continue."
I think that's a good mentality from Checo. It shows he's here to be serious this season, and I like it. He's got that fire in his belly, and he had a little run-in with Liam Lawson this weekend as well on track.
And this was like there was contact, wasn't there?
And there was contact a couple of times.
Man, these two,
they hate each other.
These two
people that think George and Max hate each other, these two have got fire in their bellies, bro.
And this is coming from Lawson, who described the whole weekend as a disaster.
Liability Lawson, as they call him.
And he was here being a liability once again, potentially.
And these two, but I am so here for these two fighting on track.
Yeah, that's proper fighting, isn't it?
They were fighting.
Yeah.
Without fighting with fists, they're fighting with tires.
Yeah, no, like honestly, it was
great to see.
Yeah,
and I'm here for it. I'm here for the battle.
100%. You talked about making history. Lewis Hamilton, Sir Lewis Hamilton, made history this weekend by being the first F1 driver to lead a race for 20 consecutive seasons.
Mad.
This guy just makes record after record.
The longevity for Lewis is just insane, and that's why he's the GOAT, right? Like it's just undisputed. You can't dispute it no more.
We throw around the term, or people have been throwing around the term "GOAT" all the time. Oh, the GOAT. Like he is the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
because of like records like this.
This is it. It's the longevity. It's the dedication to the sport. It's everything he's done for the sport. Everything he's done for women's motorsport. It's just everything as a package makes him the GOAT.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, big up Lewis, making records once again, and looking forward to seeing him. Like I said, throughout this season, he looks excited for it. And I do think he, like you said at the beginning of the race, look, he said at least one of us should have pitted. After that, I do feel like his aggression against or with the team came out quite strongly because, you know, obviously not only did he say like do not double stack me, later on he was like being told, oh yeah, no, you're going well, keep pushing or whatever. He's like, yo, leave me to it, innit?
Yeah.
He was very polite about it. He said, please. But he was like, don't chat to me, innit? Like, I don't need you to tell me what's going on, innit?
Yeah.
I'm going to catch Charles if I can catch Charles. Yeah. He was on it and he didn't want to hear from no one.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's that racing mentality is what we need to see from the GOAT.
Shaping up to be a very, very good season.
I'm excited for the rest of it.
Absolutely. Because I still feel like you don't know where it's going to go.
Nah, of course not.
Do you know what I mean? It's like usually I feel like after the first race, it's like you can make predictions on who you think's going to be first or second and blah, blah, blah. Like this first race, I feel like it ain't given me enough. It's almost just like the starters. It's the starting of the 3-course meal.
Yeah. And we don't know what's to come.
We don't know what's to come.
Yeah. I think we're going to see major improvements from McLaren and from Williams. I'm going to still stick my neck out and say Williams. Major improvements from those teams. I think the Red Bulls are rocket ships. I do think they are fast. To see what Max did over this race, I think they're fast. I think Ferrari only get better.
Do you think Aston Martin can fix the issues they've got?
Yeah, I think they will.
And how long do you give them? When do you think they can fix it?
This is the problem. I don't know if they fix them quickly enough. I think if Bahrain and Saudi are cancelled, I think it will be a big advantage for Aston Martin. If they have to race in those races, I think they're going to struggle. I almost feel like whether those races are cancelled or not, they should forfeit them and take a month off and get their vehicle right to come back to F1 right, because you shouldn't be starting a Formula One race saying we're not going to finish it.
That's insane, isn't it?
It's absolutely just insane. Absolutely not with the best racing car inventor or developer in the world. Like that's wild. So go away, get yourselves right.
I don't know how it's legal, to be fair. You're basically saying we're going to mess up some races by not finishing.
Yeah. But we might start. We might pit and come back out 15 laps, bro. On that note,
I feel so sorry for Aston Martin fans at the moment. Like they're on suicide watch at the moment, but it's gonna get better, guys. Don't worry.
Gonna get better. Listen, So much more to talk about, but I think we've still got to cover some bits and pieces like Drive to Survive, which we'll continue to do in episode 2. And as we go through the season, we'll talk about other bits and pieces. But overall, we're glad to be back. It's Race Talk F1. We're glad to be watching Formula One once again. And we're excited for the Chinese Grand Prix, which is next.
Indeed. Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it. It's been Race Talk F1. I've been Jay Knox.
And your boy Javier.
Make sure you follow us at JKnox at OneHav on all your socials and Race Talk F1. And we'll be back after the Chinese Grand Prix. Like, share, forward these clips to people that you know that love F1 and make sure you share the love as well. We'll catch you after the Chinese Grand Prix. Peace.